Welcome to the sanctuary. I'm Kyle, and I'm here to tell you, never be afraid to step into the pleasure den of the absurd. Now, the other day, I did a video, a deep dive into my thoughts on Led Zeppelin 1, their debut album. And after I did that video, I realized something. I was like, wow, I prefer side 2 over side 1. You know, I think side 2 is better than side 1. So, you know, that was with other Zeppelin thoughts. I was like, it occurred to me, Zeppelin 3 has, a classic, solid album side. And so do some of the others. And I was like, ooh, let's do a video about the classic Zeppelin album sides. I mean, like, originally it was called Perfect Album Sides. And I kind of wasn't going to use every album because, well, I didn't think some albums had perfect, were perfect, well, maybe if it didn't have this song or, so I decided, you know what, let's use all the Zeppelin albums, including Coda and the soundtrack to The Song Remains the Same. Yes, that's right. Now, in the case of these double albums, like Physical Graffiti and Song Remains the Same, I'm only going to choose one side of the 4 because that's just the way it's going to work, okay? And so I'm like, okay, well, we're going to pick, I've already picked, what sides are going to be, considered the classic album side. And so then I was like, well, what kind of order am I going to put this in? Am I going to do the sides according to the album rankings? Or am I going to, put the sides in a, like, best of order, favorite to least, that kind of a thing. And I decided, you know what, a little bit of each, but the criteria, the way it, the final formalization was, okay, we're going to take each of these sides, and the idea is to play them one after another in one big, one-sided Zeppelin killer playlist. So that's what we've got going on now. And so it might make more sense if I go through it. We're going to start this playlist off with side 2 of Led Zeppelin 2. That's right. Heartbreaker, Livin' Lovin' Maid, Ramble On, Moby Dick, and Bring It On Home. Okay. So those songs are going to start us off. It is a great side. I could have also picked side 1, but as these sides go on, you'll see how they kind of relate to each other, the ones I picked here, okay? So next, we got from side 2 of Led Zeppelin 2, we're going to side 1 of Presence. Achilles' Last Stand, For Your Life, in Royal Orleans. So we're going from Bring It On Home into Achilles' Last Stand. This is great. I love the flow of the Zeppelin timeline and putting it back together in a different way. But it's Zeppelin. That's the way it goes. So after Royal Orleans, that's kind of plunky and funky, isn't it? If I remember. So then, in the lull, we go with side 2 of Led Zeppelin 1. That's right. So all of a sudden the organ fades in of Your Time Is Gonna Come. It's like waking up the next morning after being in the Hotel Royal Orleans. And then it goes into Black Mountainside. Gee, that's something else to hear. And then, after you have your morning coffee, you go into Communication Breakdown. Go through your mail, I Can't Quit You, Baby. And then how many more times and you're rolling for the day. Good side, gets you going. Starts off nice. After that, ooh. Side 1 of In Through the Outdoor. In the Evening, Southbound Ceres, Fool in the Rain, and Hot Dog. And like I said before, I like Hot Dog on this record. I don't like it live so much. I've never really heard a good live performance of Hot Dog. But it's good on here. And they had valiant efforts live. It just, And so after Hot Dog and talking about playing live, well, then next we're going to go into side 1 of The Song Remains the Same. A great Zeppelin side, opening with Rock and Roll, Celebration Day, The Song Remains the Same, and then going into the Rain Song. Really nice stuff. And so from there, from live and settling off with the Rain Song, we're going to go to side 2 of Coda. Start off with Ozone Baby. And then going to Darlene, Bonzo's Montreux, and Wearin' and Tearin'. Pretty heavy album. It has a nice flow to it. And a good side. I Can't Quit You, Baby was picked for Zeppelin 1, so that helped me choose that one. Next up, side 2 of Led Zeppelin 4. That's right, from Wearin' and Tearin', where they just, boom, they ended on that one, bam. And hearing the keyboards of Misty Mountain Hop, 4 Sticks, Going to California, and When the Levee Breaks. Great flow of songs. That's a good classic side, and we're gonna go from that one into side 3 of Fizzle Graffiti. If I said that right. So from When the Levee Breaks, a little softness, and again, just like the organ in Your Time Is Gonna Come, here comes this synth squealing out in the distance, starting off with In the Light, going into Bram Ram, Down by the Seaside, and 10 Years Gone. A great side, my favorite side, actually, of Led Zeppelin. But we're making a special playlist here. So from that, we go to side 1 of Led Zeppelin 3. That's right, the Immigrant Song, Friends, Celebration Day, Since I've Been Loving You, and Out on the Tile. Celebration Day made it twice on this playlist. And then the number 1 side, well, we're going to go with side 2 of Houses of the Holy. And so we're going to go from Out on the Tiles to Dancing Days, and then Jamaica, No Quarter, and ending this playlist with The Ocean. And then you can just have it go round and round. What do you think? I don't know, I just threw it together. I think, you know, with Zeppelin, all these things are fluid, you know. So many people say, you know, this is my favorite song. You know, I like this song over that one, but, you know, next week it could be reversed. You know, I like this album over that one, but 2 months from now, it might be reversed, you know. So that's the thing with Zeppelin, you know. You can intersperse, you know, all this stuff together. And so we just did a little experiment, a little fun playlist. Let's just do a quick rundown again. So it was side 2, Led Zeppelin 2. Side 1 of Presence. Side 2 of Led Zeppelin 1. Side 1 of Into the Outdoor. Side 1, song remains the same. Side 2 of Coda. Side 2 of Led Zeppelin 4. Side 3 of Physical Graffiti. Side 1 of Led Zeppelin 3. And side 2 of Houses of the Holy. Makes a nice little playlist. What do you think? Do you like one side over another on these? Let me know. Because there's a couple I could have flipped on, you know, and you know, so I love talking Zeppelin, love hearing about Zeppelin, and you know, whether we disagree, we're still in unity because we are fans of Led Zeppelin. So if you like what I'm doing here, subscribe to the channel because this is what we do, and like, comment, share, and subscribe, you know, and check back often. Click notifications when you do subscribe. Click all, and anytime you sign on to YouTube, you'll see I've got a new video up. And this was fun. So I'm going to be doing some more Zeppelin videos in the future. I'm going to be doing the rest of the deep dives for all the other albums. And I think at least those will be in the order that I rank them. And so in any case, you're always welcome to visit me in the sanctuary. And always remember to never be afraid. Step into the pleasure den of the absurd.